Hello! Hello everyone, welcome back to the old mouse drifting on the Hypermine server. Yes, I'm back. Happy post-Christmas, happy holidays, happy new year, all that good. I have a bit of echo, let's turn that off. I don't know if that is coming through on OBS, but a little bit of echo, but we all seem good now. And welcome back to the big old Prisma Ink build. Oh yes, I haven't been on in a week or two maybe now at this point, because holidays and all that sort of stuff, but we're back and we've got some work we've got to do. So, some things I've managed to do is I managed to get the walls a bit more built up. Been doing some mining off camera, getting deep slate, getting diamonds, and getting the shape all sort of laid out and ready to keep building up. We need to go higher. This is nowhere near where we're going, but to get an idea, I've built up to here already, and we will keep on going, keep on building up, and so on. Like I said, this is just to get the shape of the wall, because I wanted to really start seeing the shape of the main structure from here, because like we've got this one bridge pylon that's sort of built. Mostly, I see there's a couple of like missing deep slate tile, but it's still there. Like underneath still needs a bit of work, and just like tidying up here and there. But, like overall, I like how this looks. So I just need to make a template and copy that all the way down. But you know, it's one of those things like that just needs time and resource. That's not too complicated to think about at this point. But up here, we got work to do. So we've got like the good service and delivery section over there. We got the car parking section over here, which needs to be filled out. We need the full down here, which I do need to come down here because I need to check how this is going. As I said, I've not been on in a while, and I don't think many people would come over here. So we actually look okay. I'm not too worried about that. But cool. So, what do I need to get done today? Well, I want to start building the area where my villages are going to go in the mega building, because I'm going to need a lot of resources. I'm going to need concrete, I'm going to need terracotta, I'm going to need wood, I'm going to need glass. That's one of the main things I'm going to need is glass. And all those sort of resources are going to be much easier to get when I have the villages in place. So we're going to do a little bit of layout of the interior today, sort of figuring out what goes where and where. We come in here, we did our little demo, sort of to get the flag for the walls. There's a few iron golems kicking around now because these guys are in here. We've got our breeded up villagers, or bred up villagers. I don't like that they're swamp villagers, but I don't know there's much I can do about that. Well, they're not swamp villagers, but you know, they're that sort of villager. I think they'll be fine once we get them in where we need to be. So I've got to figure out where from here we go and what we do from here to figure out where these guys are going to go. Because like, well, we need quite a big villager hall, and I want it to look like they're in offices, because this is what this is. It's a type of office. So that's what we're going to be working out today. I'm going to want the trading hall to be in this area. So like over this side. Maybe like just over here. And the reason for that is because I want to put another water elevator so I can quickly get up and down to my storage room from there. You know, so something like having a water elevator probably over here. Fireside Mrs. Vein Miner. Yep, we did muck around a bit on modded over the holidays just to get that sort of that the 2-week Minecraft stays doesn't apply as much when you play on a server like this, because obviously we're on quite often. And the 2-week period is a bit longer than 2 weeks. It's usually more like 2 years. But every now and again I get that same sort of feeling to play modded. So that's what me and Fire have been doing, playing on all the mods, smacking around with that. But yeah, I thought that's just its own thing to be done at its own time, because we're taking things at our own pace there, so I'm not going to be streaming that, at least not yet. So, what blocks do we want? Let's start with doing a way up and down over here, I think, because we're gonna want that. So, I did this out of tough. I did this out of tough bricks, which are all in here. I did see some, and just seeing if I've got any more made up. Okay. We'll probably need another stack at least. Let's get that made into tough bricks. And then I'm gonna need from my nether chests 1 magma block. Actually, we'll do the double again, 2 soul blocks. Because I think that's an odd number up there. I can't tell. Let's fly up and have a look. It's an odd number, that's good. Because it means we can have... Actually, no, it doesn't matter if it's odd or even. I need to get down 1 more. 2 more. This is even. That's fine. Because what I can do is in here, I can do one side going down and one side in the other. And then I might make this little space here not be anything. Let's go grab some stripped oak and we'll have a layout. A little layout planning. So stripped oak should be in one of these. And I need some of that blue terracotta. We don't have much of that, so let's dye up another stack worth. Do I have any blue dye? Nope, but I should have... oh, I was going to say, this is not much lapis, but no, we do have plenty of lapis. So we'll grab a stack's worth. And I know I don't need a stack's worth, but it just means I have a stack ready to go. Back into my dye chest. Days. I know I really should get flowers for it, but yeah, effort. Right, up we go. Do some planning. Don't know why I just suddenly stopped there, and I was still holding W. Right. So, white stripped log. Take these out. And we will just place you coming into this room. Now I could probably go... let's get the blue on my bar. This far out. Because we need to do something with the water. They can come out either side. To either side. And do the elevator either side. But then that does leave this area with nothing for me to do in it. Which might be fine. Because if we had the walls up here with the elevators either side, might look quite nice. Because I can't put the elevators here because there's redstone and stuff. Alternatively, we could put the elevators more here. And be some kind of lobby with the elevators up and down. Just trying to think what else could be there. What else could be in that kind of sort of lobby thing? We have some kind of goods. We could have a goods elevator as well, actually, which I quite like the idea of. So let's do that. Let's continue our striped floor around. Now out here, did we do diagonals? We did. It is a solid diagonal. So we're not skipping the corners. Do I want this wall to be the wall? Or am I going to want to change it? I think because this is going to be a goods and storage area, we will keep it. We'll do 2. Then we can come out 1. Cool, yes, that's symmetrical. Way. I'll probably just fill this wall in. Keep it simple. And then we need to have the wall be here. Side. So like this. Let's then come over here. Fill this all in with stripped oak blocks. And then we'll count how many blocks we've got to work with and what we're doing there. Dig these in. Like so. Now I'm thinking it makes sense to have the goods elevator section at the end. So that means we need to put the water elevator. Now, where could I do it? Probably straight when you get in would make the most sense. So, I don't have my axe on me. So here. Like this. Probably makes sense. And then we can build up. I'll just use this for temporary blocks for now. Place it later. Now my only problem with that is that's gonna make this wall no longer flat. But I feel we're gonna be doing a lot of stuff to make this wall not flat. And I always wonder, it might look better if none of it was flat. How do I not carry an axe? Yeah, you know, just don't need it, don't I? So yeah, if we then do that there. Axes? Who needs axes? Let's go check how that outer wall looks. I think that actually looks better, having that slight little ridge. So we'll leave that there. Cool. So these can be my up and down. Yeah, I don't have my axe on me right now. I'm trying to, when I'm building, I'm usually only have these on me, just because it gives me more inventory room. Just need these back anyway, because that's where you'll be coming up and down. And then yeah, we can build that to come up and down. We can put the, let's come one lower thinking about it. We can do the same trick I did with the, with the shelves as the doors. And then we can put our goods elevator thing either here or on this, in this corner. So let's figure out where this is. That is this one. And do I want my up or down to be closer? Probably one up here. And down here. Now I don't know if this is the right level for it. It actually is. Actually would be the right level for it. I am going to replace the stair with those being here though. Right, let's go. Sounds like I need bundles. Tools don't go in bundles. My melee weapon's a sword, and it's probably going to be a spear come when we get the new patch. And I've been testing the spear a bit in creative and trying to get a feel for it. Shelves, loads of them. So we're gonna need there, there, there. What's going on? You know you can't put tools in bundles. It takes the whole inventory slot. Nope. Well, you can, but they take the whole thing, so there's no point. As Oni said, yeah, they take up a whole stack. Cool. So this is where we're coming up and down from this end. There you have done a learn. Yeah, I've seen people say bundles would be better if tools counted as a 1 of 16. So you could put 4 tools in a bundle. Like, you wouldn't need a full 64 tools. But if you could just put 4 in, and I realise I actually need this to be... Do I want to make it glass like the other one? Do I want it to be glass? Because you get into a weird thing where... Coming down... Yeah, we'll do the down. glass. And just to match with the other one over there. And it's cyan panes. Which I don't have any of, so we'll get a bunch. 4. Stack for now. Oh. Let's get these done. These are going to be the awkward ones to place. Ow. Up a couple. Oh. Cool. Now we just continue this the rest of the way up. So I'm going to do 3. And I feel like I'm definitely going to need some more tough bricks. Facing the glass is awkward. Quite dark. Might just put a torch either side now just so it's lit up. Where are we off? Definitely going to need some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up one pillar high enough so I can just break out. Now from here I can just fall down to the right levels and let's make 2 more stacks. Oh, we've got the whole stack there. One more. We'll make 1 more stack then of brick. What? Then we'll have 2 ways up and down, and I'll have to keep running all the way over here whenever I'm trying to get into the building. Whee! Come around here. Yeah, I definitely like it with the slanty effect. And then we just want to break our legs. Free. I can hear a dolphin from the wall. Might be quite a cool effect to do on the other side of this. If I don't end up doing anything with it, is having a fog wall into the water. That might be quite free. Yeah, that is free. 2 free, 2 free, 2 free, 1 2 free. I didn't do the glass, so I'm gonna have to jump down and do that in a second. Whoop. 2. Okay, it's free. Then, can I reach that one from there? Nope, so I have to jump over. Go all the way up. And I'm out of panes. How many more do I think I need? Probably half a stack to be safe. I don't think I need a full half a stack, but I definitely need more than 16. Definitely less than a full stack. And I have shelves on me to do the bit up the top. So as soon as that's in, do I have a water bucket? I have a bucket, and I have the ocean. I have a water bucket. Lovely saltwater elevators. Right, so back in here, and up. Hello, slimes. I need to do something about you. Make you a farm. That's something I could do. This will get me to 2. Just be hitting my head on the roof from here. Let's build that up to there. Same on this side, so 1 more level. Yeah, I did need that much. Then I just need to fill all that's in. Break this for now. And up we go. Okay, we're up. We will put the wall in. We will put our elevator doors in. What's the source that we're going to be putting in? So then we'll do one there. No, because that's waterlogged this side. We need one there. Cool. Hopefully that will flow all the way down with no issue. Yep. And we will hop over the wall, grab some water. Just on the other side, just up there. Now I have a way down. And now we just grab a bunch of kelp. Have a whole bunch of it already. Rather than doing the bone meal method, we're just gonna swim up. So which is the down one? This one. Ah, so this is the one we can't do it on because you can't put help on magma blocks. I can gravel. Yep. So I'm just gonna go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. All the way to the tippy top. I can't do that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to make an actual source block for that. So put that one there. Check. Nope. Wrong block. Should now grow. Yep. Oh. Let's grab the other source block we'll need for the other one while we're here. Break them all when we're down the bottom. So again, just pop that there. Check we can swim down this. We'll go into this bit so we can fall a bit quicker. There. Do this on the side. We'll go 1, 2. Getting closer. Hear you. And just start swimming up. Go inside the side. At the side. Ooh, came out of it for a little bit there. Should reach the top. Yep. Cool. Now we swim down. We should get one up, one down. Break, 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 and for this one we also need to place these two blocks. So, let's do a quick test. Grab all our kelp first. Then the ones that have come back down. Cool. And we go up. Down. And we go down. We hold shift to go quicker, and we're out. Cool. Double elevator now. Is this gonna be too close to the farm? That's my next worry. So I'm gonna test that by flying up out this way a bit. I want to get out of spawn range for most sea mobs. It's hostile mobs. But in range, then you will hopefully spawn in the pillar. Now, don't know if they get dragged down. I'm not seeing any immediately, so we might be okay. I'll just have to keep an eye on this. And if any do spawn in here, well, we'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Be very careful putting these things, because I might have to. I can't move it. If it's on the edge, I might have to just move it like here. Because, yeah, that should be far enough out being there. Yeah, I'll just have to keep an eye that nothing spawns in it. I already fell in that hole, didn't I? I should be stopping them from spawning here, and I should be close enough that they can spawn there. I think we're okay. I think if there were any, they would have spawned by now. So, good. Good, good, good. So let's pop away our stuff. Now we've got the elevator. Oh. Cool. Right. So now we can start planning the actual main bit of the build, which is figuring out why you're in here for a start. Figuring out where we want our villagers to be. Now I can actually just go up and down from here nice and quick. Whee! I'm actually in the build this time. Cool. So I have a path I can do this way, but you know, I think we're kind of blocked by this needing to be a wall. I'm actually going to close it there. We might put some decoration in here or something, but you know, this is the main room. It's just going to be an elevator. Let's put a torch lit for now. We'll put the sea lanterns in later. Okay, so if this is going to be my sort of reading room, which I might make a daycare of some sort, that might look quite nice. So then this is going to be the first main bit of the offices. So this is going to be our corridor. I might actually need to go get my axe if I keep having to break these. I'm going to get annoyed. Let's go do that. And I know I just built an elevator and just completely ignored it and jumped down, but while we've got the hole, may as well use it. But I can use the elevator to get back up, which is the main important thing. That's going to get used to that. I don't need to change where I'm facing. So we're going to a very straight hallway, and I think we want the hallway be close to the wall or in the middle. Because here's what I'm thinking. I either have it coming along here, so you come in, you go straight, and then you go into the big room, or it comes down here through the middle, and you get some rooms on the front, some rooms on the side. I'm thinking. I might do a diagonal, then a straight. So the way I'm thinking that would work is we start here, then we just go. We go a couple further, closer to the wall before we start. Yeah, then we just alternate for a while. And that will let us have a bit of a diagonal before we get into where we want straight, which I think we'll do probably about, let's see, that needs to be free. That's a free. That needs to be a free. Is that wide enough? No, it needs to be one more over. This. That annoying thing where it's going to feel slightly too wide. So what I'm thinking is maybe instead of these actually being all diagonal, change them to that sort of diagonal, and then we take out this. Is that wide enough? I think that's a better width. Or diagonal probably works out to about 5 across. That's a shelf. I need to get some of the blue terracotta so I can actually line these up, because these are all over the place right now with the directions they're facing. It's a bit annoying. Let's take out the ones that are facing in windows for now. Oh no, wait. You take you out. it's 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'll be one more. Bam. 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 5. 5. So how's that look? Right, we'll go straight from here. I think we need a couple more. So we're going to need some more blue terracotta. So we'll pick up what I've dropped. Not wasting that. Now I'll make some more blue terracotta to plan out the pathways. Whee! Terracotta! We'll grab 2 stacks this time. Just make that. Nice. Do I need any more wood at the moment? Probably don't need it, but I may as well go get a lot of this built. So it's in place. I don't know what I'm working with. Don't need to turn around. Gotta remember that. Okay, so that. So this. And I think we said we want to go just a couple more. There. That's probably as far as we want to go. Cool. So 1, 2, 5. 1, 2, 5. Now this is close enough that we can build something interesting with signal. So you're now going to start coming straight. You need to go 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 4. That's where you're. So to the straight. And then from there, this can go all the way to the main entrance. Which leaves us this big area here and this long area here. This long area might be a good trading hall, but I did want it closer here. So what I might do is grab some polished andesite so we can lay out the walls. So there's some there, but I don't think that's going to be enough. So let's grab 2 more stacks of it. Oh, we're at it. We're going to need a lot of this for the interior, so a few stacks will definitely be good. So let's get these walls laid out. Up we go. So what I'm thinking is, if I have this, I can have a door out here. Probably a double door there. I can do the diagonals. Down. Breaking these now. That gives us a room in there to work with. Come and do a wall back here. I'll leave these ones in place just because I know there's going to be a wall back there. There's not going to be a room. I don't need to save the space like I do on this side. I think that should be the line. Cool. There. So this could be one room. We're going to have our sort of entranceway to the outside. So how do I want this to look? What do I want in here? What do I want? So if we use the pale oak for now, and we just come in, swap it to this direction now. Now we're probably not going to do this inside, so I'm going to use just the pale oak as a placeholder, because I want the wall's going to come out like this. so I can see how much space I've got. So I've got 2 slots there. That would be good for a chest of some sort. I could even make that a quick deposit chest to send things down to a lower area. There's a bit of rain. Love the rain. That rain will show me where I need to light up though, so it's kind of useful because this is not lit up very well. Of course, a storm. Okay, so let's get this in. I can figure out where I would want villagers in here. I feel like I've definitely got enough room in this section to put some villagers. It's just which villagers would make sense in here. I think having them grouped in little rooms as to their trade types would be a good idea. That's what we're working with. So probably here's probably a good place for where we want to end this room. And we can go the inlet dip. So let's build this all across so we know exactly how far we have. Okay, moderate sized room. Moderate. Massive. Get the floor in. The diagonal might make it a bit trickier to work. It might make it easier, I don't know. I'll find out. Right, let's get this all in and hope lightning doesn't strike our very wooden thing we're building right now. I don't think I have many lightning rods exactly over here. We've got a few on the bridge. Which actually that might look quite cool at the moment. Hold on. Bridge might be getting struck by lightning. Let's just hang out here a second. See if it does. I need to take this down. This might be good. I think it has, because like that, you gotta. I want to see if it gets struck by lightning. There's our bridge. There it is. It has been struck by lightning. Nice.
Such devastation.
Exactly.
Was not my intention.
Yeah, I didn't intend the bridge to be a conduit for lightning, but here we are. That's canon now that the bridge takes lightning to power this place. Hello, Drowned. How you doing? You come to watch too? I reckon we'll get another bolt in about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nope, way off. Give me a zap. Give me a zap. You know, doing it. Okay, that's fine. We saw it once, that's the main thing. We know it works. Which is cool. Cool little unintended feature of the base. You can see how many times it's been hit. So if we come over, we should be able to see just those two, which is weird odds. You can see it's still sparking a little. That's fun. That one is as well, so it does last a little while. Wait. Are they all sparking? Oh, they're all sparking. That's cool. Oh, hold on. These ones aren't / weren't, but now they are. Just being near the lightning strike seems to charge them. Because like that one at the top there isn't sparking at all. But these ones on the side are. That's cool. It also is cool that it goes from full oxidization to 0 oxidization. Which does kind of ruin the aesthetic, just having this random orange in among here. I don't think waxing lightning rods would help. I do like that little zappy with the end rod glimmer as well. Makes it like there's a lot of energy going for this. Tell you, when we get these all done, if we can get these all hit by lightning bolts, that would be cool. We need a lot of lightning for that to happen though. Right. Let's keep going for now. Getting some good layout on here. Sun's rising. Saying? Unsure. Sun's doing something. Right. A bit more lightning. Get this all put in place. There we go. Right, our first room. So, if we have a chest here, it's nice and simple. Now, we put a work trader guide there, we can put a trader there, there, and there. So we get a bunch in that wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's not a bad amount. Stop hitting my bridge. Stop blowing holes in my bridge. What hit me? How did I take damage? Oh wow! Look, you can see it hit the copper trapdoors there and fix those. Ah, it's fine. I just wanted to pick up my blocks. Whee. Right, up we go. Don't need to turn around. That's going to be a hard habit to break. Cool. So if we got those guys working back there, we can have, like, when you come in, a little reception area. That. With a little guy in it, I think. I think we go back. Maybe make it this big. And that person, that's the supervisor or manager who has, like, the nice window view while they work, while all the other workers are in their little cubbies. So can I pop one there? That guy would be a bit tucked away. I also think we actually need these to be 2 deep because we need the villager and their workstation. So they need to be 2 deep like this. This guy can just be trapped in its little area. So, what can I do with that? I could put a 2 wide there. 2 wide there. And can I get 1 more in? That might be making it a bit tight. We'll take this one out. We can have 1 guy there, another one behind him. It gives us a few working in there, and a little bit of room to build and decorate, and a place for a little bit of storage. Cool. So who's going in here? Well, who do I want? Who do I want in here? I probably want this to be stuff that I want quite a lot of. So this might be where I get glass, which would then be librarians. They would also be good to have. Oh, I don't know if I want librarians here though, because if I only want them for glass, that's one specific trade. I think I'd rather have them like as a more clear R&D department. I feel like this is going to be where the stonemasons are. You know, they're a bit tucked at the side, they're a bit out the way, a bit, you know, just out of the sight, you know, around the side here, next to the reader. So the stonemasons aren't really going to be guys who are going to be on display. Okay, cool. So let's go make... How many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 stone cutters. Now the annoying thing is, I don't think I'm going to be able to get every colour of dye doing it this way, or every colour of terracotta, but I think I'm going to be shuffling those anyway. So you work for a mega evil corporation, you get what you expect. Alright, I need some stone. Iron. Just gonna make all that into slabs for now. And is that not how you make a stone cutter? Oh, it's the full block. I didn't need to make it into slabs at all. Foolish me. Silly me. Grab. There it is. So I only want 10. Okay. We go again. One for you, one for you. Bam, 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 bam. You can probably have yours. Whoa. Tucked in there. Little free wanderer guys as how we set this up. So this isn't all going to be andesite walls. These are just the placeholders for now. These will, because they're the exterior ones. No, they will be. Did they choose to work for an evil corporation? Debatable. Do we choose it? Well, if they take a job, then they've chosen. They could choose to not take this job. Just saying. You know. I'm not making them take the job just because they see employment and go for it, you know. I'm not the bad guy here. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Right. So if we get these guys in, I need to figure out how we're decorating this area, how we're doing this diagonal, because we've got these walls, which aren't going to work the same on a diagonal. Figure out how to do those before we fully commit. So let's grab. Do I have any andesite walls? Doesn't look like it. I actually don't have much andesite left. Ooh. I'm gonna have to go farm some of that. Mine a bunch of that at some point. Alright. There we go. Because yeah, well, like here. That's nice and simple. Like that. That's it. And how do we connect these is then the problem. So again, here. We want to sound like this. Oh, there we go. Like that. And then on the interior we'll just have, these aren't going to be actual blocks, something like that, so it has the little ridged texture on the outside. Figured about these ones at the top should actually be polished. That. Yeah, just to get the idea across. So, that's how we do that. But what about here? Do we do this? Looks something like this. Big fan of this so far. So be andesite on here. Which for this side I think works. Like if we go with this one extra. I think that looks okay. The problem is that's going to also then mean I lose all this space. Areas. And it's going to be really tight. This. Quite thick wall. But I can't really think do it. It also means I've lost a double here. Because that's deep slate and I don't want that to show. So I probably have to do something like this, where I will put. I figured about it. If I do walls here, that won't work either. It'd have to be out like that. Then that's probably fine there. Yeah, we're fine on this side. Yeah, I've lost space on this side now. I think that's fine. One more guy in. What if instead of doing it that way, do it this way? So that's going to be too tough. Come one over. Out those as well. That might work better. Squeeze one extra guy in there. Have a little walk around. Just gonna pop that there for now. We have a couple. We have poor Billy and Bob tucked in the corner. You know, something like that. Okay. Cool. And then I can put like a poster on this wall or something. Yeah, that would work. That would work. Does mean I do lose a lot of space doing these walls. That's over. But, you know, that's what we're doing. Big evil mega corporation. Okay. So we have that. So that's room number 1. Now what I'm thinking is room number 2. It's probably going to be in this section here. But before I do that, we're going to go around to the front because I want to plan the entranceway a little. Not a lot, just a little. Because I need to figure out the scope of this section. So we'll probably have it come up here. This level. I want this to be quite a grand entrance. So how far will we want to go out is the question. Because this right now isn't that big. So we go out more. We go out to say here. We will reverse these real quick. I don't know if I'm going to use these all the way, but so they give me an idea. Cool. That. Thank you. What's that? That's a wider room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right, yeah, because it is an even. 7 aside. 7 aside. 7 aside. Go one more. 2 more. 2 more. Trying to build bigger this base. So we need to make sure this room is doing the justice I want it to doing. The big intimidating entrance. So this is how wide our entrance is going to be. That I know how wide our walls are going to be. So if I bring this all the way up, we're just going to do this side for now, and we're out of blocks again. So back down we go. So, ow, my face. We're out of andesite now, annoyingly. So for now, just to get this in, I'm going to use the tough bricks. And I think I had more stripped oak. Yeah, stripped oak did. So, is that the last of it? That is the last of it, so I'm going to have to go do some wood chopping after this. So, let's go up. Come out and around. And then from over here. Facing the wrong way. News. Blue terracotta. Oh. There we go. This will be one side. this, we can figure out where our rooms go on the side. He's got one quite big one here, one slightly smaller one back here. Blue terracotta. Going. It's the hallway. That one I'll replace in a second. Can do this all the way down. There, cool. Right, torch, because torch is around here yet. That could be it. Cool. Let's make this a couple wide, just so I know how much I'm working with. Now in here I'll probably do a different wall anyway than the andesite I have out there. So using this as a placeholder is probably fine. Now I'm probably going to want to also do something decorative in the walls here using glass and similar. So, help you. So I probably want to take it these two back. Hello. Can I help you? Ooh, andesite. Yay, andesite.
Jesus, that was loud.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for the andesite.
That's okay. I do need you to vacate the shulker though, because I need the shulker.
Okay. Done.
Thank you.
You can have it back. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
My shulker.
There.
Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
I did not need it. Goodbye.
Yeah, that was a helpful little bonus. So, cool. I should be able to. Bam, make a bunch of these. Now down this hallway, we would be doing these, so we can put these in place now. This saves me having to go get some right away myself. Pop all these in. We're going to switch back to the tough for here, because there'll be something else. Like I said, I think I'm probably going to want to do something with these walls, so I'll probably make them actually go in like this. So the andesite will be pushed back one, giving myself a bit more room to work with. I also need to... I can go up to here. Now I can go in on these sections if I want. That does only give me one slot, but one slot is perfect for a villager cubby. So that is actually what we will do for these ones. So that gives us a few villager cubbies, 3 of them, not many, but these can be some of the more important villagers on the side. That's gonna bug me that these are not symmetrical, so this would all have to be a wall as well. But it means I can do something different with a divider between them. Cool. So if we put the door here, so it's back a little bit. Grab our white oak. We will just start filling in, think about how we want this room to be done. Because at the moment it's very square. Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing. It usually is in Minecraft builds to have things that are too square, because they look too uniform. But this is an office. I want it to look uniform. So, if we've got those guys staggered back there, what I'm thinking for this one is this one might be our booksellers. And I'm thinking if I can have them staggered, so we'll have a villager in... It's definitely not where I want that. A villager in each of these, with their lecterns there. If I staggered them using glass rather than full walls, I think that might look quite nice. So Let's go get... I need something to use for the floor for now. Let's go find a nice temporary block we can use for the floor. Let's use diorite, because that's going to be very obviously a temporary block. It'll also be the right colour for what we're doing. Don't turn around. I don't need to turn around. Yeah. I will need to change this all out before I get the villagers in, but that's fine. We'll just get this all in place for now. And the layout. We either move things over. There. 2 more. Like that. I was thinking about it. We got this little gap now where there's the one little inlet here at cat as well. And we got to figure out how many we can fit in here. These ones I want to keep almost looking like they're at a desk. So I could do something with a minecart to have them sat down at their lectern. In fact, what I'm probably going to do real quick, once I get this floor in, is pop in the creative mode real quick and see what we want this to look like. Creative testing time. Yeah, we want to see how big a little area we can get to make them look like they're working. So let's jump into my test world real quick. And we are going to want to get minecart, rail, lectern. Probably to match the lectern we want some oak to match the colour. I don't know if a hanging sign's going to help. Shelves definitely will help. So, let's get the stripped L hook, just so we can get the floor sort of set out. Okay, so let's just do floor like this. This is my very quick and dirty test world. That's not my main testing file. Need to get that copied over at some point. So we have this, and we'll have a lectern there, a rail, cart. How can we decorate that? That's too thick. Is it going to be the trusty shelf coming in clutch again? I put one there. Oh my god! Look at that. The trusty shelf. So now if I get a villager spawn egg, just pop you in there. You're meant to stay in the minecart. Let's figure that out. So let's oh, facing that way. It's not going quite the way we want it to because he's not in there all the way. Can I break minecarts? Smack on the rail. That, oh no, that was fine. Yeah, if I nudge, yeah, he's not going anywhere. But if I just straighten the rail out, he's now straightened out. He's now in. That looks fine, actually. I think that looks quite nice. Yeah, I might have to nudge him forward so he's in it a bit better. Just wondering if there's any... Can't attach hanging signs to those. Good to know. Or those. I think if I break that, that will stay, but I don't know if I like it. Having that almost looks like it's a little entrance into his desk. What about if we did just muck around with this a little bit. I wish you were connected. That's too high. Can you put a pressure plate on top of a hanging sign? Can. Ooh. That's an interesting little thing. Okay. Yeah, I think that works then. So our thing will be 3 across. With his little entrance, his little chair. I could even look at putting banner somewhere. Don't know where exactly. I put it. Yeah, if I could put a banner on the front that hides a bit of the lectern shape, and it means I can put a design there. Cool, 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 cool. So let me quickly take a snippet of this to my clipboard, just so I can remember what we're doing. And let's head on back to the old Hypermine. Nighttime. And let's go get those and build them in before I forget how I did them. Thank you, thank you. Now the ones at the back will obviously have to use a slightly different design because they're not going to fit that back bit. But let's get some of this built. Let's put away some of this excess stuff we don't need at the moment. So we don't need those, for example. Cool. Wood. Wood. Do I have much oak? I have some oak. Perfect. Cool. So I'm going to need to strip some of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get my shield off. And I'm going to need some iron chains, which are in here. Because that should let me make the hanging sign. Nice, there's 6 of them. Next I need to make the shells, which are going to need stripped. Hope I've actually stripped it. We will make some shells. And lastly, I need lecterns. Now, do I have any books? I've got a few. I'll probably just go trade these up later. But for now, let's make a few. Just so we can get a draft of this in place. What else do I need? A pressure plate, which we can make when we're up there. So, let's go here. Light this up a little bit because that's the disaster waiting to happen. So, you're going to be in your little cubby holes back here. So then we want to have one forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Banner and a lectern. I didn't actually make the lectern. Silly, I just made a bookshelf. So we need to put a quick temporary block there with the sign there. Hit the right button. Break that. Make a pressure plate. Stick that there. And that's our guy's little workspace. Cool, right, let's go get the lectern and a banner. So we can get that sort of template filled out. We're also going to need a minecart and a rail. So let's grab that as well while we're at it. I think I've got some. Yeah, I'm just going to put one in for now as a sort of demonstration. So I need some slabs. Do I have a bunch of slabs made up already? I can see I've got a few. I just want to see. There we go. I've got a bunch. So lecterns. And lastly, I want to make banners. Don't have any sticks on me, so let's quickly that and make 3 banners with the excess wool. And again, I'll figure out a banner design because I might find a nice top banner design that looks like a book. That'd be quite cool. Or something research and development-y. We could even try and get certain symbols for different ones. So the lectern would be facing this way. Track would be going in here. And we're going to want another one just so we can push the villager in. So then he'd be like that. And then we do that. And he's in. That's his little workstation. Whack the banner on the front. Happy days. So now I should be able to put another one. That's a bit close. One more forward. Here. Because he can be against the wall. He can have his temporary block with sign. And it's pressure plate on it. That. With the lectern. Rail. So then this will be where the other thing is. There'll be a rail there. So it's actually got the fence, a gap, another one there. So yeah, we can alternate them having like 2x1s, 2x3s, sorry. So there's 2 there, 3 gaps there. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, like that. So how many villages does that give us if we load these all up? That would give us, and a few, 3 at the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is not bad. And they'll have their whole little organisation set up here. I think that'll look quite nice. We could put books on their lecterns as well. Give them, yeah, they're doing some proper work, which would be quite nice. Cool. I like that. That's a good idea. I like how that's gonna come out. Okay, so I need to go get some more stripped oak. I need to get the walls built in before I move the villagers in and fix all the flooring. But we're making some very nice progress. We've got 2 out of probably like the 5 or 6 types of villagers I'm going to want in here. Because at the moment, these guys are all going to be where I'm spending emeralds. I also need ones to generate me emeralds. So I feel like they're either going to be up another layer, or they're going to be on the other side over there. I think we said the other side's going to be the showy area. So I'll probably go up in this half. That area is going to just be builds for build's sakes, I think. This one's going to be the functional half of my base. So this is where my trades are going to be. It's where if I put farms in, they'll probably be going up in the towers and stuff like that. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap it up there just because it's been a little while since I've done some streaming and I can feel my voice is actually starting to go. I'm actually starting to feel it on my throat. And my tea is bone cold. Ugh. So yeah, I'll get some resources farmed. I'll get the floors traded out. I'll look at how I want to decorate this as well, because it's going to be quite bland and corporate, which is fine. That's the point. But I still need a bit of stuff. So things like in this corner, for example, I could put a plant. I could put a pot with a custom bush. We've obviously got room for putting some chests and storage in. This one I'm probably not going to have a little reception lobby like I have the other one. I might put a viewing window here instead. that kind of thing, with like iron doors here, so like do not disturb R&D unless you're needed, that kind of thing. But yeah, I feel like I've got some plans now, got some layout in. I just need to gather some more resources. I need to fix the floor and then get sort of like this all set in place, and then pull you guys over to get your jobs. You're gonna have some work to do at last. That's amazing. And then yeah, we'll start. I think we're probably gonna literally do this build in thirds. So we're probably gonna do this third, getting my trading and my manufacturing set up, and then we'll do the other side where it's just going to be there to look good. I think my spinny light's broken. I do need to fix that as well. And then yeah, it'll just be a case of building, decorating, and once I get my resources, I can start tackling the rest of this, because you can see I'm missing some glass there. I've not finished that off. Why are you here? Weird. Yeah, so a lot of resource grinding to do. The main resource grinding I've been doing has just been for the deep state to get this thing built to the point it's at, and then obviously I need even more for the bridge, so you can see where stuff got hit by lightning. Mainly these outer ones, not the higher ones. Interesting. Cool stuff though. But yeah, we're making good progress. I'm gonna go empty my what you call it, my barrels full of Prismarine. Get those. Oh, the lights are still going, because I reckon they're quite full now. I need to start a Prismarine shop. I think that's the whole thing. I mean, we're playing a big evil corporation. Of course, I need to make a Prismarine shop. But yeah, hopefully. Yeah, we're up to 3 chests now of everything, so I'll have to do a clear out, which will include burning all the fish, which usually just looks like this. Whee! Throw it on the floor, burn it, burn it. Yeah, no more fish. Yeah, usually we're just cleaning up like that for all the fish, because I've got no use for them currently. Don't want them clogging up the system. Go away, fish. Go away, fish. Whee. And I found a use for the fish. Happy days. It's also why I want to build these glass item elevators to take items up to the top and actually go filter them into a bigger system. But that's still a way off. That's still a way off coming, so we'll get there. We get there. Yeah, thank you for hanging out today. It's been good to get back on, do a bit more vanilla after I, like I said, doing some modded for a while. Just need that little refresh sometimes, I think. I'm playing the same thing. It's kind of it's nice and horrible losing some of the quality of life, like Paxel. My Paxel in modded is great. The pickaxe, axe, and shovel all in one. Don't have that here. Don't have that here. But yeah, we'll also have to figure out what we're doing here as well, because I need access up there, but also there. Lots to do, lots to do. But that's why I've built this base. It's a big project that I can just stay here, just work on. Big progress. But yeah, thank you for hanging out, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.